Duarte had him looking like Mortal Kombat when in the end
Oh
when you
yeah,
finish him, like the
I saw.
finish
He's
him
like,
part, he
oh,
was
he's
like,
like, oh,
I was like, combo,
yeah,
combo, combo, combo.
yeah.
This is Cruise Boxing Scorecard.
Welcome to the 15th episode of Cruise Boxing Scorecard. It's your boy Cruz, a.k.a. Crucito El Vago.
It's your boy Henry. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and make sure to hit that thumbs up button at the bottom.
Before we get started, I do want to give a couple shout-outs. The first shout-out I want to give is to Casey from Jodeci and Casey and JoJo. I want to thank you for canceling your concert on Friday because your boy got to go to the Keyshawn Davis fight. How you doing? Thank you, Casey. Apparently he got pneumonia and they had to cancel the whole concert. My wife was so upset. But because of that, yeah, boys, me and Henry got to go to Madison Square Garden and watch the fights live. I feel like I haven't been to a fight in so long, Henry.
It was a year ago.
Oh, man, I was itching. I've been itching. Let's get into it. Main event on Friday, Keyshawn Davis versus Dennis Berinchyk. The winner was Keyshawn Davis by KO in the fourth round. This was for the WBO lightweight championship belt. That's at 135 pounds, people. He's a champion in 14 fights. It's crazy. I thought Keyshawn was the bigger man. He dominated all 4 rounds. I feel like Berinchyk was fighting a little on the dirty side, stepping on his toes all the time, headlocking. Keyshawn worked in the ring and got the KO. Henry, what you think about that fight?
You know, that fight just shows that Keyshawn is just really skilled. I was expecting, it to be like a closer fight, not a knockdown. I was thinking maybe the distance, but Keyshawn's got mad skills and he did his thing.
He's so good. He's very talented. He had a third-round knockdown with a left hook. It looked easy for him. It looked really easy for him. Berinchyk kind of looked scared. You know, he looked scared in the ring after the bell rang, and he looked beat up after the fourth round. And Keyshawn looked like he just walked up into the ring after the fight ended. The thing is, Henry, we got to welcome Keyshawn Davis to the level of giants.
Well, look, the lightweight division is pretty stacked, so now they gotta make the fights happen. You know what I mean? Everyone's too busy trying to get a paycheck instead of making fights for the fans. You know,
they have to make the fights, and the level that he just stepped into was the lightweight championship level. These are the other champions, people. We got the WBA, that's Gervonta Davis. WBC being Shakur Stevenson. The IBF being Vasily Lomachenko.
I'd like to see Lomachenko fight Keyshawn. That'd be a good fight.
I think out of all 3 of those contenders, all those champions, not contenders, the Vasily Lomachenko fight would be a good fight to have next on paper. Vasily's on his way out. Keyshawn's on his way up. It would make sense this may be his goodbye fight if they sign something up. But he's in the realm of champions right now. It's crazy how talented this 135 division is.
Yeah,
but
pretty sad.
I agree with you, Henry. Vasily Lomachenko, I would want that to be the next fight.
Because honestly, man, with Shakur Stevenson, I think he beats everyone
in the division.
And if he were to fight Gervonta Davis, Shakur would have to have a perfect fight because he'll get knocked out.
Agree.
You know what I mean? I think Shakur Stevenson beats Keyshawn. It will outskill him. Keyshawn's got a lot of work to do. If he beats Lomachenko, that means he's good money. You know what I mean?
That's 100%. Keyshawn does have to stay in this realm to be considered great, and he needs to surpass all of them to be legitimate. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a champion now, but he beat a champion that no one really knew, and even though he did beat Navarrete, Berinchyk is not winning against any other champion at 135. Stevenson will walk around the ring with him. Gervonta Davis will dog walk him. He'll knock him out into the stands. Vasily Lomachenko would tell the corner, are we stopping this fight or not? They should have like a round robin. Remember that Super 6 at like 160 with Andre Ward wins.
Yeah,
and they
I
had this
remember that.
tournament. They should do something like that with this division because this is stacked.
It is.
Stacked.
It's usually one commission that does it. Like I've seen WBC do it multiple times. I haven't really seen anybody else do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
I got a thought that you probably would disagree with.
all right.
Shakur Stevenson. If he ever fights Gervonta Davis, he's losing.
You think so?
I think
Look,
Gervonta Davis would knock his
I
ass
believe
to
that too. I
canvas.
agree. I think Gervonta Davis knocks out super middleweights. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I meant by Shakur Stevenson would have to have a perfect fight.
And
Perfect.
that means Gervonta Davis has to make mistakes too. Because if they're both perfect, he's gonna get caught.
Gervonta's slow though, man. He takes his time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not. I feel like Stevenson would win the first couple of rounds because usually Davis is a slow starter. You know, so
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, if
Yeah, we'll see.
I would love to see that happen, but because nobody wants to fight Stevenson. Let's keep it real.
I mean,
Nobody
it's,
wants to fight him.
Yeah, it's tough.
So-
I don't know what's going on. There's something going on. I think we had this conversation in episode 13, or maybe with the group chat with the boys about how nobody wants to fight Shakur, or Shakur's dropping the bag. I don't know what's going on, but you're right.
Man, I think
He's
Shakur,
not getting the fights that he wants.
and
that he
Shakur
needs.
wants a lot of money too. So like, I don't blame him, but you know, he's losing the vision. It's like, bro, you want to be a title holder, you want to be known as the best. Sometimes get your bag, but don't be greedy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's how you lose your fights. That's what happened to freaking Deontay Wilder. He would just wait and then not fight, and now he's out of his prime, and he doesn't get the fights that were supposed to happen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like the Anthony Joshua fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
that
wanted
one
the
I was
bag.
still waiting. I would still want to see that fight, even if they're both washed up as an exhibition. It would be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? On to the next fight, Henry. Xander Zayas versus Slawa Spomer.
Right.
This one was a super welterweight bout at a 154. It was the co-main event. It was not for a belt or anything. It was a 10-round fight. Xander won by TKO in the 9th round, which made his record 21-13. I mean, 21-0 with 13 KOs.
No.
When he walked into the building, the theater shook. Puerto Rico was in the building. Every time we go to the theater, Puerto Rico comes to show up. For Amanda Serrano, for him.
So does Kazakhstan. Remember, every time we do, like, they show up. Kazakhstan and Ukraine, they show up too, man. They come in deep.
Yeah, man. I think New York City it's a great prime market because you have everybody. You go into one neighborhood, walk 5 blocks, you're in a different freaking neighborhood. So many people here, the fans follow those boxers. So, but great fight. I had Zayas winning every single round up to the 8th, even in the 9th, right? There was a little altercations with low blows, but mad props to the ref for calling Spomer out on this shit because he was kind of pushing down Zayas' head while he was throwing a punch, which was leading to these low blows, right? Yeah. He gave him a warning, which was crazy because when he the second low blow, he looked up to the screen trying to see the replay, right? And I've never seen a ref like kind of pause and try to see a replay. He asked the commission, he was like, yo, replay that shit. I want to see it, right? Mm-hmm. And then when he saw it, he was like, okay, you need to stop. It's your fault. And then he gets hit again with another low blow, unintentional. And he's like, keep fighting. Keep fighting. It was a good fight. But homie went down. Yeah. What you think about the fight, Henry?
Yeah, I agree with you. It was like mostly a one-sided fight. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of him.
You're not a big fan of Zayas?
No. Look, he's got skill, yeah, but like I am like one of those fans that wants to see power and knockouts, and I feel like in that weight division, he's getting washed.
If he dies, he dies.
He's
That's
getting
what kind
washed.
of fan you are.
He's at, 154, right? 154?
Yes, he is at 154.
Boots knocks him out. If you moved up.
I don't know about that.
Yep. I said it.
That's a good
I said it. Boots knocks him out.
That's crazy. Yo,
yes.
this guy Zayas is like his acumen is very high in the ring, Henry. I loved how he used his levels. His head movement was there. He was precise, and Spomer just didn't have the power. He was outclassed. That left, he had no answer to that left. That left won the fight,
Yeah.
That left won the fight. That's what happens when you get outclassed in a fighter. You just get beat up. But I could say a few things about him being at 154. Like, I think he could, since he's super young, he has so much time left.
He does.
He could, you know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm looking up right now. He's number 5 ranked in the world as a super welterweight. The other ones above him all wash him up. You got Madrimov, Virgil Ortiz Jr., and I can't even pronounce this guy's last name. Bakram. Got Bakram.
Bakram.
Yep. And then Crawford. He's not any of those guys. He's just not.
So these
are
the,
not happening, bro. He's going to sleep.
I would like to see him fight next. Fundora.
Okay.
Fundora would be a great fight, and also Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Right.
I think he's overhyped. I'm not gonna lie. I think he is a good fighter, just like how Zayas is, but I don't think he's elite. And we're going to see that on the 22nd.
I agree with you. I agree. I don't think he's elite, but he's got 22 fights with 21 knockouts. He's got a 95% knockout.
He does.
Ratio.
So
good. That's what I'm giving him. You know what I mean? He will knock him out. He'll put him to sleep. He's going to get the tiger blanket. He should bring it with him if they fight, because he's going to bed.
He's got a lot of challenges in front of him if he's staying at 154.
Yeah.
Even at 160, bro. Even at 160, you have a lot of challenges, but he could grow as a fighter, and he's very talented. So I could agree with you. He has a lot of fences to hurdle at this weight division because it's just stacked as well. 154 stacked, just like 135. On to the next fight, Henry. This fight was on Saturday, and this was on DAZN. Oscar Duarte versus Miguel Madueno. Okay, this was at a junior welterweight, which is 140. Oscar Duarte won in the 7th round by KO. Right. This fight was another Mexican banger. Yeah. Styles make fights, and every time I see like true Mexicans go at it,
it's brutal. Yeah.
It's like the Coliseum. You know what I'm saying? It's these gladiators in the ring. Jesus Christ. But Duarte won. Like I said, his punches and his chin was just way stronger than Madueno. And that's how he got finished up. Oh, Henry, did you catch the end of that when he got knocked out? Duarte had him looking like Mortal Kombat when in the end when you finish him, the finish him part. He was like, I was like, combo.
Yeah.
He was like,
but Madueno's not bad either. He's not bad, man.
He's not. He's okay. He lost to Keyshawn Davis his last fight.
Bro, he's got a good knock, but he got beat up, dude. I honestly, first 2 rounds, I give it to Madueno. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, he's good. He's looking good. But he had like no power in these punches, and I was like, I'm thinking, how does this guy have 20 knockouts? And it looked like they weren't affecting this dude at all.
Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Uber drivers. But okay, so what's next for Duarte, right? He's at 140. I would like to see him go into another Mexican, fight, either against Pitbull, or Fierro, who just lost it to Pitbull, or have a rematch with Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia put the beats on him. He's at 140 now. Ryan Garcia is at 147.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I would like to see Rayo Matias fighting.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mexico, Puerto Rico would be good for that to happen.
Ooh, that is the beef. That is legendary.
They always do great on that. And
so it's as old as time, Henry.
That puts him on the map, dude. Duarte looks good. I see he's got a lot of power. I'd say he's like a slow starter. Because I'll be honest, this is my first fight I'm seeing of Duarte, so I'm only based off of
what
this
you're
fight.
Seeing. Yeah.
So,
he looks different. He's got a beard now.
But he hits hard. So it's like I could definitely knock a lot of people out. So Mexico versus Mexico. But there's like that weight division, top 10. You don't
Yeah,
really know. I mean, you got Barboza Jr.,
Barboza. Yeah, Barboza just won
Arnold.
this weekend. There's a lot of fighters out there that could
Oh,
give him a run for his money.
like you got Devin Haney, which is ranked number one. I feel this guy hits
He's ranked
hard.
number one.
He's ranked number one
Oh my
in the
God.
freaking super lightweight division. Teofimo's number two. So, and Teofimo hasn't fought anybody. He's trying to fight on Rikers Island. No, I'm kidding.
Yo,
Kid-
that's what. So that's
no,
what
not Rikers. It's obviously another
So
Alcatraz.
yeah, so apparently I don't know what the ring is making these announcements, and he's in talks to fighting, and the event is gonna be on Alcatraz prison,
Makes no sense.
and
Mad
they
dumb.
were saying that might be an undercard fight for Canelo. I don't know, for the Canelo Skull in May. I don't know, but that don't make sense. You know what doesn't make sense either?
What?
Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Henry, they want to have this fight at Times Square for free to the public. Just come in.
I'm not going.
Yo, this is New York. You know how we act. Yo, there's going to be problems.
It's gonna
Like,
be
I don't,
hilarious. It's gonna be
that
great.
does not make any sense.
That's I was like, yo, it's gonna be straight chaos out there, bro.
Yo, it's going to be crazy.
yeah, it is.
Yo, this is going
we
to
might have to go. The podcast might have to go.
No, we have to be there. We have to wear bulletproof vests and shit. No, I'm just kidding, people. It ain't like that. Times Square is secure. There's police every corner. I don't know how they're going to do it, though. This is crazy. I don't know how they're going to fit that many people. Is it going to be free? Are you saying it's going to be at Times Square, or is it going to be on the TV at Times Square? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know yet.
Right.
I
get what you're saying.
We'll see how that happens, but
Oscar is doing a lot of drugs, so who knows what his process is? He's being crazy.
yeah,
Because I guess it's to make up for the last fight because he charged $1 million for a ticket for Barclays.
Which fight was
with
it?
Ryan
the Garcia
and Devin Haney.
and the Haney.
Not Devin Haney. Yeah.
Yeah, the Devin
he
Haney.
did.
Yeah. That
Charged
shit
mad
was like
money
$300
for nosebleeds. Nobody's
Fuck
gonna
outta
pay that.
here.
Even though they got full, but still, I would never.
It is
But
what
yeah,
it is.
You know what? But let's hope that happens. Like that it is
Yeah.
free. I'll go. Fuck it.
Yeah,
But
no,
we're
we
gonna
gotta
have
go.
to get
We'll
there
go.
early in the morning. I gotta bring my own chair. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like freaking the ball drop, but in April. So that's better
You have to
than
wear diapers.
being in New York City in -10 degrees watching a fake ball hit a building. People.
Yeah, it's true.
Next topic. I want to give a shout out, Henry, to Juanma Lopez. Juanma, we got to meet Juanma Lopez. You see a picture of him right here. Yo, homie had his first pro debut fight on Friday, and he won by KO in the first round. Homie knocked out that dude, and I thought they were gonna call the ambulance because he locked up. When a fighter gets hit so hard, he locks up.
You know what? I'm surprised the ref didn't call it like off rip. Like you could tell the guy's locked in. Like you're done. He's done. Call it.
Yeah. I think he
That
was
ref
asking him a question or something, and
okay?
he's like, "Mom,
Stop taking this shit.
we at school
man.
today, Mom."
We missed the bus.
Yeah.
Oh man,
He was,
that's
Yo.
fucked up. But
yo, he knocked him into another realm, bro. Juanma
but
Lopez.
swear to God, that dude looks like he's 12 years old, bro. Like,
Bro,
super
yo,
young.
y'all's gonna see the pictures. Yo, I'm 5'7". I ain't tall. I'm a short king. Homie's a short king too. Y'all's gonna, y'all
5'2".
seen it. Next topic. Usyk. Within this last week, Usyk was interviewed and on how many fights he has left in him. He announced that he only has 2 fights left in him. He's gonna come out and fight the winner of Danny Dubois and Joseph Parker.
Which is great.
That's a great fight to watch. Either ways, he's going to beat Danny Dubois again, and then he's going to beat up Joseph Parker. Either ways, he's still winning. And then the next fight, the last fight, they asked him, who do you want to fight? He said that he would fight Alex Pereira in his last fight, like an exhibition fight. And that would be a great fight to watch too, because this guy in the octagon's a beast. But, time and time again, we've seen UFC fighters come into the squared circle trying to think that they could beat top-notch fighters. It's a new sport. You can't come in trying to fight ranked number one in the world. It's not the same sport. It's like a boxer going into the octagon thinking that he could beat the shit out of a UFC fighter and going straight to the tippy top. No, he's gonna get his ass beat. He's gonna get locked up, choked up, submitted. It's two different sports. So we'll see if that fight ever happens. But I got Usyk winning that fight too. Canelo has signed a 4-fight deal with Riyadh Season with His Excellency. There's so much drama going on in the past couple weeks with Canelo. You saw he's gonna fight Crawford. Oh, Crawford fight is canceled. He's gonna fight Jake Paul. Oh, Jake Paul fight's canceled. Oh, wait, he signs a 4-fight deal with Riyadh Season. I'm happy to announce that Crawford is on the table. People, he's fighting Canelo in September.
I know that. I think this contract after Skull, he's gonna have a trilogy with Crawford.
William Skull, Cuban fighter, undefeated, 23-0 with 9 KOs. He holds a belt, Henry, at 168. This is the last belt that Canelo doesn't have. So after Canelo beats him, he'll be undisputed at 168 again, and he'll march into the ring to fight Crawford in September, being undisputed.
Yeah. And then I see him beating Crawford, and then they're going to have a second fight, and then it's going to be a draw, and then Canelo's going to beat him again, and that's how it's going to be. I see that.
So you're saying first fight Skull, he wins. Second fight Crawford.
Canelo wins.
And then they're going to have a rematch.
We're going to have a rematch. It's going to be a draw. And then the third fight,
the last fight.
The last fight's his contract.
So it's going to be a 3-fight Crawford
trilogy.
Deal.
Yep. I fucking feel that that's what's going to happen. Unless Crawford gets knocked the fuck out. I don't see Crawford beating Canelo, and Crawford is hands down one of my favorite fighters ever. I've been following him since he's fought Gamboa in like 2016. I knew he was great, but Canelo's just I don't see it. And winning. Canelo is the best in the game right now.
Yeah, they're talking about one of these 4 fights being a rematch for Bivol. That's just something, I don't know if that's what the people want, or...
I just think Bivol's just too big for him. You know what I mean? Size does matter in the sport, bro. Like, you're not going to beat him. He's too big.
I could see it if in the contract they have a rematch clause with Crawford Canelo, the other party exercising that clause, that right to fight again, being the third fight, and letting that be it, And then if the other person wins, then it could be the trilogy that you've been trying to manifest, Henry. And if that's so, that'd be just amazing. That'd be amazing for boxing. Crawford's already weighing 186, showing pictures how bulked up he's got. But the thing is, Henry, he needs a tune-up fight. He needs a tune-up fight between now and September. I would feel very uncomfortable him not taking a tune-up fight.
I don't think he is.
It's crazy.
He wants money, bro. It's all about that.
The chance of getting or getting injured in that fight. I get it, but he's gonna need something, man. But okay, so that's what you got. You got Canelo and Crawford trilogy after September. We'll see, brother. We'll see. And the last bit of news that was announced just maybe a week ago, was that Top Rank is leaving ESPN. Well, not leaving. I guess they're getting kicked out because ESPN doesn't want to renew their contract. Henry, we live in a special time where we've seen so many providers leave boxing, from HBO to Showtime, now Top Rank with ESPN. I'm wondering if ESPN is going to host fights, or are they getting out the boxing game?
I don't think they're going to get out the boxing game. They're a sports channel. I think it's just with Top Rank, or it's not like a contract anymore. It's going to be like fight-by-fight, event basis type of thing.
I could see Top Rank going to DAZN. That's the talk. I'd rather have them go with Prime as a streamer or even Netflix. I mean,
They're
Netflix
definitely
did
going to the
drop.
zone, though.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
read a whole article that they're
Yeah,
going to the zone.
it makes
They're going.
sense. Now DAZN's going to charge us $5,000 to have a freaking annual membership
Nope.
just to pay the pay-per-view fights that we have to fucking pay.
His Excellency will not allow that to happen.
Right.
I'm telling you right now. Because I was watching the day fights from yesterday. There was a weigh-in, and they were all talking about like what he's doing and how we're going to talk about the upcoming event that's next Saturday, which is the Arthur Beterbiev and the Dmitry Bivol fight, about how it's so stacked that you could charge $200 for this pay-per-view, and he's not. He's charging like $65.
It's
75
actually
bucks.
20. I think it's $25.99, Henry.
Well,
it's
then,
25.
Well, then, here you go. It's free. It's basically free.
It's for free.
Can't even get a pie pizza with pepperoni for that.
Not
you know
anymore.
What I mean? Not anymore.
New York City. Pay-per-view is available to buy for £19.99 or $25.99 US. And if you buy the pay-per-view, you'll go into a raffle.
I want to win a car.
Yeah, right? Enters you into a free prize draw to win tickets to Chris Eubank versus Conor Benn.
Oh.
That's England, man. Conor Benn's got beef with Eubank,
I know.
man. That'd be a sick fight. I hope somebody from the States win this. You gotta go fly out, ship out. It's probably gonna be in England because it's an English fight.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be a sick fight to watch, man. It's $25.99. Ladies and gentlemen, we at Cruise Boxing Scorecard approve pay-per-views at $25.99.
Yes. We like it. Yes.
All right, and tell me what's coming up. What's coming up?
Right.
What's on the schedule?
Obviously, it's the biggest fight card, like literally ever, to happen in the last 20 freaking years. We've got Arthur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, which, that's for the undisputed light heavyweight championship. And then we've got Daniel Dubois versus Joseph Parker. My money's on Joseph Parker. I'm sorry, Daniel Dubois, but you're out. That's my belief.
You changed your mind?
I did change my mind.
What happened?
Joseph Parker. You know what? He beat Zhang. And I'm like, I forgot that.
Yes.
But Daniel Dubois did beat the most expensive cab driver of all time, which is Anthony Joshua. But
Andy Ruiz Jr. beat him. I ain't giving him no props for beating Anthony Joshua. Anyways, continue.
And then you got Carlos Aramis and then Hamza Shiraz. I don't really know much about them, but then we've got a good fight right here. Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Israel Madrimov. That is going to be a great fight to watch. Then we've got Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield. And then we've got Zhang versus somebody I don't know, Caballel. His name is Ajit Caballel. And then we've got...
He's good.
Yeah, and then we've got Callum Smith versus Joshua Botsi. And then the last one, and then we've got Bradley Ray versus Constantino Nang.
They just changed the times for this, people. They made it earlier. Main event ring walkout's going to be at 5:30 p.m. This fight starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for my people in California. Just
7 in the morning.
Just party throughout Friday night, Just party throughout Friday. Don't even go to sleep. Go get yourself a breakfast at whatever spot. I know y'all don't got Dunkin' Donuts or something, but get your shit together. Don't go to sleep and just watch the fights.
But yeah, bro, biggest fight ever to happen. I feel like this is up there with like when Floyd Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao, up there. You know what I mean? And that's just one fight. But, obviously the biggest fights that I'm thinking of is Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, and then you got Shakur Stevenson, and then you got Zhang. And then, but what I'm really excited for is obviously the Beterbiev and Bivol, but it's, because we were just talking about it, is Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Israel Madrimov. That is going to prove that Madrimov is a beast, obviously. It's going to be great fights. You know what I mean?
It's going to be good. Is there any other fights scheduled? I think there's a
lot of fights going on, but no one of, big announcement that other than what's happening with Boots fighting in Atlantic City, which I believe is on April 12th.
April 12th.
So then we do have.
We go into that. Get your money together, Henry. Sell your talent out in the street. We need to go to this March 1st Gervonta Davis fight. People, we're going to start a GoFundMe for the Cruise Boxing Scorecard if you guys want to sponsor our trips to the fight.
Yes, that very nice.
Very nice. All right, guys. Nice. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Please tell your mama, tell your papa, tell your grandma, tell everybody, tell your sisters, tell them all to watch Cruise Boxing Scorecard. Like, share, and subscribe.
Hit that thumbs up button at the bottom. Later.
Peace.